Hi there, this is Matthew at Digital Rez, and this is a short video on how to use the fill multiple feature on RezExpert. So first you need to be in rate setup by going to setup, pricing and rates, and then number 3, rate setup. And this will take you to the rate setup screen. And just starting at the top, this shows you the date that you're on. So right now we're on July 5th. You can use the buttons on the right hand side to navigate between different rate changes. Just click on the next button or the previous button, and that will take you to the previous rate. And then you can select a date up on the right hand side here as well, and we'll take a look at that in a moment. Regular and return visitors, those are the different rate groups that I have, so I can have different prices and I can select from the different rate groups. And then on the right hand side I've got my base rates and my occupant rates. So I want to change my occupant rates, so I'm going to click on the little radio button. And you can see I've already put in a rate change for today, but I'm actually going to change it again next week. So I'm going to click on the select date button, and you can see anytime a box is green on the calendar, that means that you have a rate change for that day. So for businesses that change their rates every weekend or every excuse me, not every weekend, but every week, or for every holiday weekend, you would have a lot of green on here. The blue shows you the date that you're on right now. So right now we're on July 5th, so you can see that. I'm going to put in a rate change for July 8th. So I'm going to click on July 8th, and that will always tell you at the top that you're on July 8th or on the appropriate date. Now I'm on occupant rates, so I want to change all my occupant rates for my rooms. So I have my campsites, but I'm going to leave those alone. I'm going to scroll down, and you can see I have all my unit types: fancy room, king, and if I scroll down some more, I've got queen as well. So then on the next column I've got all my rate types, my day types. So I have a weekday rate and a weekend rate. So instead of having to put in a different rate for every single weekend, I have it set up in my time periods that I have a different rate group, a different rate for every weekend. So I only have to put it in once because it's going to charge for the weekend. I believe I have it set up for Fridays and Saturdays as my weekend, but you can check that out in time periods if you have a weekend rate. So I'm going to scroll back up, and I'm going to click on the fill multiple. And what this does is it allows you to change the rates for for a selection of your unit types. So again, I'm not going to do my campsites, so I'm going to leave that checkbox unchecked. But I'm going to change all the rates, because all my occupant rates are the same for my rooms. And you can do this on base rates as well. So fancy room, I'm going to select that. I'm going to select the king, and I'm going to scroll down some more and select the queen, because again all my rates are the same for all my occupant rates. So I've got all the unit types that I want to change selected, and now I'm going to put in the different rates. So I've got to try to remember what all my rates were, because I want to up them by $1 starting next week. So you can see adult was 10, so I'm going to put in 11. I'm going to use the tab button to go through them all. So that's 12. I'm just adding $1 to everything just for this example. So 6, 7, week was 26. I'm going to scroll down a little bit more because I can't see them all. Oops. 6, 7, and 26. Okay, so I've got them all entered the way I want. Now I'm going to select the fill button. So if I click that, now you can see it's entered those rate changes for all of those unit types, as you can see here. So not the campsite, because I'm not changing those rates. Now I'm just going to put in change control, change rate. Oops, I'm going to try to spell it correctly. No, not today. There we go. Change rates for July 8th. Okay, and then hit the submit button, and we're done. So as of July 8th, those will be the rates. And then if I want to change them again, you would select date, select the date you want to change them, and do that all over again. Hope that helps.